Akwaba shonko so ediaba Ghana politics avenue so the best obi bia say afi eno abedwumade kese so like share subscribe to the channel no say na be political trending news be eko bia no Ghana politics avenue hen na ya Japanese ya bebre ya bedwafo na ya tifo ana ya call political highway no so no ensem bebre na ya so akote ensem ni bi ni sense say no madam Gertrude Torkonoo former chief justice ana sisi waba aba betuno nim tu waba aba be kasa waba aba be church nim waba be pansan nim odi araho ani ne su na eba o ka akire mu biom se enye ne fault na Afenyo Markins fault Afenyo Markins ensa hihase hia ye be yin na Afenyo Markins enim hobi wache ma che Prez.Mahama say Afenyo Markins was the cause it say if said Prez.Mahama will be obetimi na sha always trying so omo na nko o mani post me na ne ho eba apa na busuafo ya pese beje mo mrabo so bebre ya pese be se mo bebre waba aba be keka bebre afa Afenyo Markins ho de we ye nyina na Afenyo Markins any mobi ono and man go ahead ono and chill baby onko and baby onfa abusuafo mo me enko ne enko nkoti nsema okan
Afenyo Markins de bia me dem usure ka say kwamenaka the downfall of MPP
okay, the downfall
the current state of MPP confusion it collapse no waka ho because Joe Wise is sitting in the capacity as speaker.
That's right.
You don't mean to about. Afenyo Markins said that be Torkonoo ya me party nipa. Joe Wise there constitution no crown hu here. Joe Wise on to about no more than ya de call ya call so straightforward. It is a gate. Once we are broke gate a. Onya di gumu na yam. Onya di abro ugo gate na odi abro dugu sa round enimu a obosha na anya father be pia no mu na dani kekere.
That's right.
It's like that. So Tadio sorry at law is right. Na assertion is very right. Afenyo is part of the woman's downfall. Adia ama yemami Torkonoo Gertrude. I so unpopular within the judicial fraternity and then in the perception and the mindset of Ghanaian is because of the e-levy.
That's right.
E-levy decision. What was Justice Abulai court?
That's right.
To seek for judicial review that decision of the court itself, it is stepping beyond, it is ultra virus. Because Parliament are masters of their laws. And these are standing orders of Parliament, say, and the standing orders were in agreement with the Constitution. Say at the time now, what you are going to as a speaker, no, you have assumed the role of a full speaker, and you want me to about. You may mami get to talk on also no one just here. So we a speaker, we a MP into Koto Abano. Do you know today in Ghana School of Law, we have a challenge there. And
to,
because of this matter,
every ruling
becomes a law. And then the SRC of the Ghana School of Law are appointed speaker and the deputy speaker. And then the appointment comes with conditions. The deputy speaker shall not have a voting right when he's sitting as a speaker. Then another person is challenging that what has changed? Justice Abulai court for judicial review. You have to know someone say a speaker, a deputy speaker sitting should vote. I also vote for the speaker. The Congress members and also no. Yes, student na to abayi won.
They are talking no creating.
Yes, student no say na to abayi Congress members no. Ya na to abayi won and they voted for the speaker and the deputy in the deputy speaker there nka who chair as speaker issues of conflict of interest. And nothing I say we a speaker, you don't have a voting right.
One for 50 voting right.
Yes, because there could be issues where the speaker you have interest. So to prevent that conflict of interest, because yeah, vote to an engineer to see a vote to the Makai. Who vote to never determine. So what interest or more, your vote is malified. It is out of bad faith.
Right.
So your vote comes as is a vote of conflict of interest. And internet I say a speaker should forfeit his voting right. But because of Obi decision, what they go Supreme Court into Apart from Samba, it is even affecting quasi parliamentary proceedings on campuses. And practice makes man perfect, and charity begins at home. And that your school of law omo take part of student politics, SRC, Congress speakers, Congress members they will definitely become member of parliaments one day. Omoda no free school of law on my lawyers. Now one come says no my MPs. So you see that a bad practice or a bad precedent will be ascertained. It is going down there, and you see, she shares our arrangement. They never thought of this.
That's right.
Therefore, they are forgotten that we are in the law school. Then another person said, "No, we can't do this." There is a clear decision of the Supreme Court, and Constitution. They have the original jurisdiction to interpret it, and the Constitution because A, and as the Supreme Court because B. Supreme Court B is the law now.
That's right.
What you read in the Constitution, which is A, is no more the law. It just tests. What the Supreme Court says, it is what is right. That is what it means. So the Supreme Court interprets laws. So whatever law the Supreme Court will interpret, it is what becomes the law. Wow. And on how logic only be say, Joe Wise, chair Akunga, a speaker, na Afenyo, Matimia Kululama na Tuaba, Mapasi Elevi. And I yatimanya Supreme Court under Justice Torkonoo, atimia unanimously stepping down their boundaries, their judicial boundaries to say Parliament who are masters of their own laws, telling them that they are all the omumbra de nyamra, striking their parliamentary orders out. It is part of the woman's unpopularity. And unim, so we share the legal system of Ghana. Constitutional development comes from dissenting views of judges. Okay. And on constitutional development and even legal education development progress. Because Samu Kotena as a jury and a panel. Now say Alaska the don decision ba now we disagree. You have to now tell your ratio decidendi the reason why you are disagreeing.
That's right.
At the time now ratio you are developing law. You are bringing cases, you are bringing statutes, you are bringing principles, both common law, international treaties, our constitution, our statutes. Because legal education becomes very expansive. So, but under Torkonoo, it was so compressive. One person will just write the judgment and they will say, I agree with my fellow lordship. I agree.
And you can't use that one as a case study.
No, it doesn't even grow law. It doesn't expand law. Okay. You get my point?
I concur.
I concur, sir. Because I bet tonight, say, bibiba decision meba, na agree. It means that one single judgment is enough for all of us. Okay. And to then I watch on no, I agree with my brother Alaska, JC. I agree with my brother Kingsley, JC. I agree with my brother Alex Cooker, JC. Agree, no. But when some are dissenting, anybody who dissents from a decision, you have to now give your ratio, your reason why you are saying no to that decision. And at the time now, who explain who can know, legal education is expanding. But under Justice Torkonoo, we didn't see that. Everything is just in agreement. It started from Enimi Yebua.
That's right. No, $5 million.
Agreement. Agree with you. Ebasana, legal education is not seeing expansion and progress. So, in reality, Tadiosori is right. Afenyo is one of the main reasons why the woman, because election petition and whole unanimous decision, and a friend is saying, Jane Mensah wouldn't mount the witness box to testify what she swear and oath to do. Then as if Chachu invoke the jurisdiction of promissory estoppel, which is a legal doctrine that says that under oath, you are by that statement compelled to do that. The principle of promissory estoppel. And no crowd didn't make the woman unpopular. That's right. But what made the unpopular is the decision to allow Joe Wise, say Joe Wise on Tuaba, who are still serving in the capacity of a speaker. ohonum na wiase oman nyina hu no the court is polluted politically because the Supreme Court knows that Parliament are masters of their Alaska on this platform. You are the master of this show.
That's right.
You determine when you interject me. You determine when you moderate what.
I determine when I make us in conclusion.
In conclusion, and summing up. Now, Yahuza, Bramuna also make out debut. You have that master power.
That's right.
It's the same way Parliament are master makers of their laws. And you know, for even the judiciary to even intervene in striking out parliamentary orders, Grano, it's an act of ultra virus. They've acted beyond their remit. And if now Article 104 na make a Grano, clear. And the purposive reasoning, purposively, I say must be canto abano and makachire to prevent conflict of interest. But the mensa when you now no one who she rather want to give the mischievous interpretation to the provision of the constitution to say so. Your wise no constituency for to abama no. In this way, speaker Krana and to aba no constituency for will be denied from taking part in national decision. So at the end of the day, no, you have created such a kind of bad political stroke judicial standing, all right? And then we know okay, and I make a memo example no. I generated Saba into our campuses.
That's right.
Where quasi parliamentary system exists, no. And they are also having confusion because the practice is that we speaker there only unto about, but because of another change in branding, students want to do what they knew from the past, but because of that change, confusion everywhere. Intermediate, I agree with Addo. Sorry, there. Afenyo Markins is part of the woman's problem. And in Afenyo, also by many years, and also call ECOWAS, or call Infa, or call International Court of Human Rights, or call Tinubu Court, who are behind us for Ninano. Or who's the Afenyo not defended?
That's right.
On him, so they can't mess in the battle. Out of here, Afenyo wanted to become popular than the MVP as a party. You have messed this woman's life. The retirement package in Abono.
But I say, I was alive in the radio until 92.3. Now, every no echo, but Fakakra so we so. Papa na board with you, Kuano, Professor Addo. I say, good board into more legalize Galamsey. Now, before then, Tiwi and for Emami.
The good thing in this budget, Emami Niajipa, the gold board. Usha, for the first time in our history, gold are every small scale mining. I am more than large scale. In Cedar, now about 81.7 tons, equivalent to over $8 billion. The entire gold board, many June innovation is a Skawen Yano, Anka gold board in Bayer, a big bay reflected at Bank of Ghana. The infant say half. Not the other half, no. Me and boss are counting the particular nationals. Or more or the city amount about dollar. Apart from gold board helping to make sure that we get all our dollars. Adibakuso Aminia Japan say more accord into with the help of Ministry of Finance buying gold from the large scale people to add to our reserves. And we are very positive because country be say forex and you draw in from a bono na say unisubrio. So that is one serious positive. Now Sami Jeff said apart from communication, no air gold. We name the last because we need air gold. I think he's done a fantastic job. Last week, I said, Minister Obo Ijuma and Kamikobo Dinamika is a minister. The good thing in this budget, Emma Minia.
Right, Oko boy.
Boy.
That's right.
A former minister for health, a former CEO for YEA. Sorry, NHIA.
That's right.
Now, you're Stephen Addo.
Former member of Parliament.
Parliament for Lejo, exactly. And then a former colleague appointee of Stephen Addo na ono kano. Say no Akuffo do appointee on nyina. So they're all part of the government. So what he's failing to know is that sometimes your public comments should really go by your age. I'm telling you.
Your public comments should go by your age.
Exactly. For you, a professor of his nature, to reduce himself to public ridicule.
The professor will contest you.
Yes, he beside GTEC. Abula GTEC man. We need to query that man.
Station.
Because Professor Moegui said, then I'm sorry. Where in Assam, because if some people will think like this, then the foundation of our elementary studies need to be re-looked at. There's or arrogant. And it's not like that. If a whole professor could be that shallow and that petty, then the money we are wasting schooling or you say Ezika, we could do Kubekra, they could do truck or Bokra or I'm telling you honestly, a professor.
So the papa ni say am no school.
Just say if we should go by that trajectory. Professor Mua, so Professor Mua Green say gold board, legalization of galamsey there. And then get school fees in go to Kube, number truck, number to Kwanzaa, number mama for no muzo na nya uska. And one faso. I am telling you honestly.
One school,
one school it doesn't even make sense. Gold board enumbo maba ama galamsey for hunchiro no enumbo mu na legalization of galamsey. I mean, for how many times now open semi giving control on that gold board is buying gold from licensed miners.
And you heard Okoboy or your critic on even Sami, but today look at what he's saying.
Okoboy ni summit now as empower obi programs who biara it only ended with hits.
That's right.
But today, out of national thinking, he is admitting to the reality that in the gold board is doing the magic. Dr. Siama BOG Manakae.
That's right.
At force and guys say the ability to stabilize the CD against the dollar, gold board cannot be written off.
That's right.
So I don't know why a professor should be thinking this way. No wonder me the makasi me the PhD no professor na me because more professor and PhD no crown their way of public conduct is not even appetizing to even go and call myself a professor.
Oh, Professor Abuafo.
Professor Abuafo. Nkamina ko tonkube. So ba tonkube. Na me da go truck so. Na me da to kwa je na ma bonsu na ma vo na ma nya wonsika. To think this way.
Professor Kubera.
Maybe Professor Kubera crown fast for.
That's it. Kingsley.
Alaska.
Nipa Bekasa.
Yes.
But Nipa Nti.
Alaska. Yeah, Sefem Kakra.
Ade.
Because.
Remember Mon Kasentia, the good professor.
No.
David.
Alaska, the mere fact that you are an academia, no cry, a year or say, what the Musronko. Alaska, who baby I would think.
That's right.
Any ejuma woye. Say ordene ho anase me betena ho. Na me misconduct me ho a. There will be a public pardon.
Okay, because
minim dear in respect to this and ewo form. Inti ebe pardon me. I say a bon komo. You understand? Inti say ekobane say obia me debia me ebu family ye bia na litigation matters but me frame me when we law brother be chire mu enti me kasa I should speak like a human being. What you say and Kobane say maybe man no because I've gotten the opportunity me dey be am catch communicators immediately had the microphone be see we nim no let your brain be at work because one sharp microphone be that down and many of us how are you no yeah, the microphone a bit 3 hours. And say, hey, Prof, now in the good body, who says, who is saying, if you don't think like a human being, you speak like an elephant. Alaska, you see, I did back one baby who a minority on the introduction of gold board a nightmare. In fact, I don't know if so. Who say bow. Say no money now, or more person no money to me and you. Say a hoyan a woman. Would you want? Let me borrow this statement. I can't think far.
Chie at the part anywhere, but also Alaska. Catch the Boafo say, Professor Adai, own a Cambridge curriculum based school. I will do be a school.
Oh, really?
That is not anything special.
And the school
has got to do with.
And I can imagine the Angola issue. And the future of this country is in danger.
Nipa not tested than I say. Then I say, Wama your parents, aware of ourselves. Oh no, at the pie idea because yes, we just go visit Ningo.
Prince Henry, I would do every cophobia. I say, catch the panels and say, your doctor and professors are one more. Ominim Yansabia. Oh, that's right. I only know my mem work a din down. So, but sir, not a grad doctor.
Not grad the doctor. Hey, and I can say
in academia.
Okay.
Gradually.
Udisi.
Medicine.
Okay.
Examine up no. Gradually, no. In Crawford, my lose relevance.
Oh, sir, John Boyd said the academia is sleeping away from the MPP.
Of course.
That's right.
Because some professor asema yeke and I said doctorate asema yeke. If you were in this more, Opa yenyi your vice president in Jinaho. So or Babe Kasa. Yes, yenyi bako MPP side. Oh, no sukuta professorship for me. So muni amu make a statement. Clearly you see the differences. Look at the lawyers from the NDC and look at the lawyers led by Asefua from the MPP. Who clearly say there's wide differences. You get it? No, but you see, Alaska, I'm being honest.
But look at how powerful Eddie Law. Look at Obisa catch the Kinsley say on man the voice is my so Jenny be sending say matter pair win the suffer on bedroom. They say as you much as a mum kasa.
Alaska no say no cre their old car and ye giddy.
no.
You get it, but the mima etie for atiasieni.
Right.
Sir, academians say ye come once and when people no. Academians ni be when this mo. Inti at the school no differences wo mo ana. Because you will have a certain professor from the NDC camp that will conduct him or herself in a manner to depict that yes, or a professor. The same professor now also be what MPP no to say Professor Addo. Or because now who cry now won't get a master's degree and you begin to question yourself. Is there any relevance going into academia?
May I say, I was alive on the radio out on 92.3 FM. You know,
The Galamsey, who are the Galamseyers? The politicians, the chiefs, and the security agents. They are the responsible for polluting the whole of water sources in Ghana. And they have a way of making it look nice. For example, the current government, which in many ways is doing well, you know, has legalized Galamsey. Gold board is legalization.
I'm a more who sent me your trunk near the crap for Nambasa Baba Dado Bia Ghana.
right. 0303 402 862 and 0303 402 904 0541 88 5106. Good evening.
Honorable Alaska.
Dr. Yahuza.
Alaska Chia, and you know what studio say Yahuza, the Buba.
Thank you. Clap for your hands. Clap for your hands. You yourself clap for your hands.
Now Alaska may know, and could you have the puppet, is the regional coordinator, incoming regional secretary, only do a shama pet and a mechiao. And Dr. Okobo, former, I don't know,
A former health minister.
Health minister, yeah. Now, I was MPP, abandoned down. And now, all can Sami Jenfia send. Say, Sami Jenfia Juma or Yeno, a you or ya dear. The patrol, and Osha, as some more car fast, Sami Jenfia. Also, Obizate and communities, not so the one who be a name of Sami Jenfia. Now, just Sami Jenfia, 8 years over more. Let me make us all Sakra. One day, sir, oh yes, and the MPP, you know, and this put in one that say, now send the MPP, push up about, you know, there, no one does that. And by so, you're paying for no more 80 years, 90 years at your mama position, what can I want to hear? Are you kids? You're paying for the beat. More, I could have kept more against the home. So, and that was born the dinner because the movie, a very way out. na ebe mo ya no so won so adamo papa be na ebu so mo betu na ye mu bi na abi before Akuffo mo it is something just na ya the mama care for that guy we
Dr. Mentrimpa
fire burn you professional way. Alaska mamichi greater Accra minister Linda Akwele Okulu obotuma ye fa na mishira no enu efiri wa eye friend say Kwashiga incoming michiano na enyi breri ajuba pa ono so eye Alaska na mamba program we so no say oh bobo voice bi sisi former president voice bi Mr. say Jabo Adaroma
Mohamwenim Yamenim Maye Amamu who sent me your tron me and the crap for Nambasa me Baba Addo Bia Awagana.
Fire burning what Alaska.
Hello, good evening.
The Sida College Ambassador.
Yes, sir.
The Omega. The Striker. The Unique. Ibrahim from
should be your bread heard me do bedroom paper so it will be as Hanom a Ghana politics avenue. Sunday Waje bread, I heard me do bedroom paper so Sunday was restless anyway. Yaji, a more Fiadiaco, Sunday Dan, I was a cut videos. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, no notification bells. I don't want to dump us about to send away political trending news. We are Echo Ebabiano, Yen Ghana politics avenue. Yatum, see at the Bremo, near Bedra for number to my table. Nadio OTA audio in so on TRCN. Mr. Also, audience and Kaiba comment section or send away with minimum. I didn't in Kita, the Sh0ćķ, the Monte Asibia, Yedo Bibiase, Akroma,